Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box. It is just about game time. Border Battle, Part 1 of the 2024-2025 season. Thank you for joining us on Lakes Country 104.1, KSDM, and Home TV on YouTube. You guys, we are here. We are getting ready. Hey, that was our national anthem brought to you by local VFW Post 2948. Let's go over our starting lineups brought to you by Jay's Auto real quick. For the Broncos at left wing, number 8, Bauer Lindvall. At center, number 9, Cooper Crandall. At right wing, number 21, Asher Keat. Playing defense for the Broncos, number 20, Gray Shikowski, and number 5, Carson Crandall. And in the net for the Broncos, number 30, Kane Thompson. Now your home team, Muskies. He's at left wing, number 21, Jackson Tucker. At center, number 4, Callum McCormick. At right wing, it is number 11, Nico Rupenstein. At defense, number 6, Taryn Engie, and number 16, Griffin Webb. And then in goal for the Muskies, number 29, Jared O'Coin. We are starting off hot, ladies and gentlemen. Back and forth already with the puck. Cooper Crandall bringing the puck behind his own net. He's going to try to get the pass over to Asher Keat. That's going to go past him and over to the Muskie side. And no icing called, so hey, they get to continue playing hockey. Muskies trying to get it out of their zone and into the Broncos. And now I think we're going to get an icing called. And both teams going to get a quick line change going. And they're going to do a face-off to the right side of the Muskies net. Muskies wearing the white jerseys with the black shoulders. They are going left to right. Broncos in the purple with yellow lining. And oh my goodness, I just saw a Bronco take a heavy shot. That was number 18, William Yerkes taking a shot. Broncos trying to keep it in the Muskies zone. Up against the wall, that looks like number 9, Quentin Lepage. And almost had a fast break by Dakota Cooper, taken away by the Broncos. Fighting along the wall, it's gonna get it out, and Hansen knocks it into the Broncos zone. Gray Shikowski, he's gonna try and find someone to pass to, gets it past one Muskie, over to number 18, William Yerkes. Yerkes trying to move down the wall. Now that's taken by Anthony Yerkes. Anthony Yerkes, he is currently second in the state of Minnesota for points scored this season. Broncos with a 4-0 start to the season. Muskies with a 4-1 start to their league play. Broncos with the puck right now. Gray Shikowski over to number 12. Andrew Ide gets out of his reach though. That's recovered by the Muskies. Number 14, almost a hit at the wall, slightly whiffed. Open puck, luckily sent away. That's by the Muskies. Number 5, Drake Bodner. Gets it out, skating to the near side. That's number 21, head of steam, Jackson Tucker. He's speeding to the net. Shot no good, had a lot of movement around him. Andrew Ide up against the wall with number 6. That's Taryn Engie of the Muskies. Sending it into the Bronco zone is Taryn Engie. Recovered by the Broncos, sending it down the ice all the way to the Muskie net. O'Coin is going to get the cover. And that was probably the smart decision. Andrew Ide was right there, ready, trying to knock it in. So O'Coin made the business decision, of getting the cover here. We have 14:39 left in period number 1. Both teams trying to get that first point. By the way, the first point of the game is sponsored by Rainy Lake Oil. Make sure you stay tuned after the game because I'll be mentioning who is our Domino's Pizza player of the game. Broncos almost with a shot that was centered to Cooper Crandall. Pad save by O'Coin. Now Muskies trying to get it out of their zone and away from their own goal. Broncos stealing it away. Cooper Crandall loses it. That looked like number 18, Ozzie Hansen, trying to steal it. Pass to Crandall goes way out, actually to that's Lindvall. Out of his reach, taken back by the Muskies. Griffin Webb behind his net, trying to send it down the wall. Cooper Crandall sends it right back. Now Muskie's gonna try again. This is number 18, Ozzie Hansen. He sends it down the line, trying to find number 13, Duncan Hill. Hill sends it into the Bronco territory, but that's Cooper Crandall with it. Passes it just past Asher Keat. And we're gonna get an icing call, bringing it all the way back to the Bronco zone. We're gonna get a face-off to the right zone of the Broncos goal. Like I said, Kane Thompson, the junior goalie, in the net for International Falls. Face-off between Trent Friesen and Anthony Yerxa. Muskies almost able to send it back in. That was knocked down the ice by Chase Phillips. That's Trent Friesen trying to send it over, taken back by Phillips. Phillips over to one Yerxa. Yerxa to Yerxa. Anthony Yerxa almost able to get a fast break, but that looked like a couple of Muskies, group effort, getting in his way and trying to keep him from getting any shot opportunity on the Muskie goal. Anthony and William Yerxa, the two players that the Broncos was really needing to get going in this game, and they're also the two players that the Muskies need to knock out of it. No icing called on that one as it trails along the line, taken by Phillips. Chase Phillips, he's going to try and get behind his own net, passes it backwards. He gets it to Zach Yuso. Yuso down the line, almost gets it stolen. That's William Yerxa. Actually, no, that's Carter Thompson. When these jerseys get crinkled up, I sometimes mistake the numbers. That's a long shot. That was Gray Shikowski just trying to send it deep to the net. Glove save by O'Coin. Now Muskies trying to get some ice. Bad pass to Nico Rupenstein. Broncos almost able to get it back into the Muskie zone. They're in the neutral area. Rupenstein takes it right back. He has a fast break on the far side of the ice. He's going to send it down the wall and behind the Bronco net. That's going to be recovered by Gray Shikowski. Actually, no, it's going to be Carson Crandall taking it. He sends it down the ice to Asher Keep. Asher Keep across to number 22. That is Paxton Savonin. And that is a shot, but caught by the Muskie goalie, number 29, Jarrett O'Coin. 12:10 left in period number 1. 0-0 the score on the Packaging Corporation of America scoreboard. Broncos to win it. Gray Shikowski, he almost went for the shot from the blue line, but that ended up getting disrupted. Now Muskies, they take it away. This is Hansen, and getting the pass over across the ice to number 9, Quentin Lepage. Centering shot, almost made it in. That puck bounces off of Thompson's glove and over the net, so now there's a scramble on the wall trying to get to it. It's going to get out to Gray Shikowski, but that gets stolen instead. That's number 26 of the Muskies, Blake Krieger, excuse me. Linval almost with the fast break, taken by the Muskies and sent back into the Broncos zone. That's recovered by the Broncos number 20, Gray Shikowski. He's scrambling on the wall with a couple of Muskie players. Now it's Bauer Linval trying to get in the way. Almost a centering shot. And Broncos getting out of danger. Bauer Linval now hot break pass. And that is going to be shot blocked by O'Coin. Asher Keep there on the shot. Centered from Bauer Linval, but no good. Great awareness and great reaction by the Muskie goalie, O'Coin. Anthony Yerxa fighting with two Muskies for the puck. They're going to send it behind the back of the net. Pass across to number 27. Shot, and that's going to be no good. A little too high, going off of the boundary net. 10:41 left in period number 1. Score still 0-0 between the Broncos and the Muskies. Game 1 of this year's border battle. These teams are going to be meeting each other very quickly. Almost an immediate shot after the face-off, but wide to the left. Now Broncos, they recovered. Anthony Yerxa tries to get the pass up to Carter Thompson. That's interrupted. Anthony Yerxa trying to get a hit in there. Muskies pass it across the back of the net. Thompson, they're disrupting. Now that's taken away. That's William Yerxa. He gets the pass out to Zach Yuso. Yuso with the long shot. Stopped. That was either a glove or a pad save by O'Coin. Now it's the Muskies. And, we have a Bronco on the ice. Number 11, Aiden Lehman. He kind of fell clutching his knee, and it's not looking too good. They might have to send someone out. Hoping for the best, though, but I'm not even sure what happened. We're going to take a very quick 30-second to 1-minute break, and then we are going to be back. Hopefully, Aiden Lehman gets back on his feet. Welcome back to the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box on Lakes Country, 104.1 KSDM and Home TV on YouTube. Unfortunately, Aiden Lehman had to be assisted off of the ice. Not sure if we were going to be seeing him back out there. Not sure what happened. I just know at the bottom of my eyesight, I saw him clutching his knee and he kind of just went down. So I'm hoping for the best, but unfortunately he did have to leave the ice. Shot by the Broncos, blocked, glove save by O'Coin of the Muskies. And Muskies trying to get it out of there, get it back into their own zone. Broncos trying to keep momentum in their favor. Neither team able to hit the back of the net just yet. Here's number 16, Griffin Webb, speeding to the puck, but that's going to be recovered by the Broncos. He was surrounded by a bunch of purple jerseys, but now here is, that's number 18, Ozzie Hansen, back behind the net, stolen away by the Broncos. There's a Bronco stick on the net, better pick it up real fast. Griffin Webb almost tripping a little. And Carter Thompson almost with a fast break. He got locked up with his own teammate though, and ended up hitting the ice. Muskie's able to send it back. That's Ozzie Hansen sending it along the wall to the Broncos zone. Pass out to William Yerxa, not able to get control of it, so that's stolen by the Muskies. This is number 15, Trent Friesen. Friesen's pass, centered, but no good on the pass. Broncos take it away. This is number 12, Andrew Ide. Andrew Ide with the shot and almost fumbling with the catch there, but O'Coin able to get it. And Broncos looking like they're trying to pick up the pressure. They've had 3 shots already so far. Muskies, they've been getting some shots in as well, but neither team yet finding the back of the net just yet. But it's a bend, don't break kind of game here. Both teams getting the feeling for each other, seeing what are the strengths of them for this first meeting, seeing who's new, who's familiar. And Muskies bringing it into the Broncos zone, trying to center it, but that's going to be Carson Crandall getting in the way. He steals it. There's going to send it up, but out of reach of Paxton Savonin. That goes to the Muskies. Muskies just trying to get it into the back into the Broncos zone, but that's going to be sent back in. Andrew Ide sending it into the Muskies zone. No icing called. Behind the net, that's number 7, Alex Krieger. He passes it out. That's a pass across the ice over to number 13, Duncan Hill. Duncan Hill, no tripping called. Looked like there was a chance for that. And shot by number 11, Nico Rupenstein, and caught right in the gut of Kane Thompson, the Broncos goalie. And it has been quite the game already. 8:03 left in period number 1. Neither team scoring just yet. As I said, make sure you stay tuned for after the game because we will give away our Domino's player of the game. Almost a centering shot, but that looked like Cooper Crandall actually getting in the way and taking the pass that was meant for a Muskie. Now here is Asher Keep. Bauer Lindvall with the shot, wide to the right. Now Muskies, they take it right back. Now it's the Muskies' turn. They're going to try and set up a shot. 2-on-3, long shot centered, almost wide to the right once again, this time for the Muskies shot on goal. Now there's a scramble against the wall. No one yet with the puck. That's going to get out and over to Cooper Crandall, but he gets the puck stolen from him. That was stolen by number 19, Dakota Cooper. But the Broncos take it right back. They're going to try and send it out of their zone now, just sending it along the wall. That's going to be intercepted. Number 14, Max Hansen. Now this is Lepage. Gets it knocked away from him. Anthony Yerxa bouncing it off the wall into the Muskie zone. Cooper across the back of the Muskie net. Trying to get into a teammate. That's stolen. Quick shot by the Bronco, but bouncing off of the wall away from the net. Anthony Yerxa, though, gets the rebound. That's stolen, though. Muskies doing a good job swarming a Bronco whenever they have the opportunity for these 2-on-1 situations. Now Lepage trying to get past one Bronco. Tipped away by Carson Crandall. Now the puck is behind the Bronco net. Carson Crandall sending it along the wall. Muskies almost with a centering opportunity, but that bounces off of a Bronco skate. So now Alex Krieger trying to recover. Oh, Hansen fumbles on, or whiffs on his pass. Luckily, he had a teammate there to recover. Broncos doing a good job, though. Every time the Muskies try and get it back into the Broncos zone, the Broncos are there trying to knock it right back into the center. And that's a long shot from the blue Ryan that lands right in the chest of Kane Thompson. So we're going to get another stoppage and another face-off. 6:06 left in period number 1. Both teams still scoreless with 12 shots by both sides of the ice. Gray Shikowski, he's going to take the puck after the face-off. He tries to pass it across to Asher Keep. He's going to get it. Trying to slow himself down a little and get possession. Now it's Cooper Crandall, but that gets stolen by a Muskie. Sent down the ice, possible icing called. Unless it goes straight to Kane Thompson. Never mind. Almost a shot by a Muskie right next to the net, but that's going to go behind it harmlessly. And Webb across, bouncing off the wall to a Bronco. That's Carson Crandall getting the pass. Now Cooper Crandall, he's going to send it into the Muskie zone. No icing called. Cooper Crandall's going to try and get a fast steal. He is super fast on the ice, Ballon Lindvall. That gets the pass out to number 27, Aiden Jean. Almost taken back by the Broncos. Instead, this is number 18, Ozzie Hansen. Scrambling for the puck. Webb to Hansen. Hansen down the ice, gets the pass across to number 5. That is Drake Bodner. Bodner gets it stolen by the Broncos, though. Broncos trying to pass it, but that's out of reach and unable to get control. Taken back by the Muskies. Hill knocking it into the Broncos zone. Kane Thompson trying to pass it off to Zach Yuso. Yuso runs into a Muskie, but he's able to get it to Anthony Yuso. Yuso to Anthony Yerxa, excuse me. Broncos just trying to recover now. Chase Phillips across to Zach Yuso. Zach Yuso, he's going to pass it back to Phillips. Unable to get control, though. But that's taken by William Yerxa. Yerxa to Yerxa. Anthony Yerxa now with the puck. That's taken back by William Yerxa. Knocked away, though, by the Muskies. Jack Davis, he's going to try and get the pass across. He gets it to Hill. Hill's going to knock it into the Broncos zone. Chase Phillips to Anthony Yerxa. Anthony to William. Shot and fumbled a little on the shot. He had a couple of Muskies putting their sticks in the way, so he couldn't get a complete swing on his attempt. So that shot is just going to harmlessly slide over to O'Coin, who's going to cover it, and we're going to get another face-off with 4:13 left in period number 1. Still a scoreless game on the Packaging Corporation of America scoreboard. Gray Shikowski, long shot, almost bounced out of the glove, but luckily it goes wide to the right, so O'Coin catches a break there on what almost was a unlucky goal for the Muskies, or against the Muskies. Rupenstein into the Broncos zone. Gray Shikowski's going to beat him there. Passes it along the wall, trying to get it across. Centering shot, and for a second it looked like that was in the goal. Instead it bounced on the outside of the net. So no goal for the Muskies just yet. Bodner passes it across. Stolen by Asher Keep. He's going to bring it behind the back of the Bronco goal before he's skating down, trying to pick up some speed. He get past one. Pass to Bauer Lindvall. Lindvall down the near side of the ice. Shot and caught by O'Coin. That is another great save by the Muskie goalie, number 29, Jared O'Coin. 3:27 left now in period number 1. Still a scoreless game between the two teams. Numerous shots, though. Both teams really putting the pressure on each other, trying to see who's going to bend and break first. Zach Yuso with the shot wide to the right. And two Muskies looked like they were both going for the puck, ran into each other, and almost taken away by the Broncos. Now the puck's going to get sent down the ice, and possible icing called. Yes, that will be icing called with 3:10 left in period number 1. We're going to get a face-off to the left zone of the Muskie goal. Once again, Muskies going left to right in the white jerseys with black shoulders. Broncos in their purples with the yellow stripes and a little bit of white stripes too. Face-off won by the Muskies. They're going to bring it behind the back of the net. Pass over to Gene. Gene tries to get it out to Cooper, but that's going to be taken away by the Broncos. Taken right back by the Muskies, though, but he hits a wall. Two Bronco players getting in his way. Shot bouncing off the pad of Kane Thompson, and that's Yerxa with the rebound. Yerxa trying to get past one Muskie, but that's going to be taken back, and I think we're going to get a late power play. We're going to get either cross-checking or some kind of checking called. That's going to be against number 16 of the Muskies, Griffin Webb, who's hitting the box. So that's going to be a 2-minute power play for the Broncos, the first power play of the game. 2:47 left in this, so that's gonna take up most of the remainder of the first period. Broncos trying to capitalize off of the power play. And it was actually head contact, and almost Zach Yuso with a centering shot. No good, wasn't able to get control. Now Anthony Yerxa trying to put some moves on. Shot goes wide to the left. Now that goes around to Cooper Crandall. Crandall with the wide shot, bouncing off the glove. Now we're probably gonna get an icing penalty against the Never mind. So 2:15 left in the period, 1:25 left in the power play for the Broncos. Pass up to Zach Yuso, taken back by the Muskies. Now we're gonna get no icing called. Never mind. I keep trying to predict these icing penalties, but I am incorrect. That's okay though. William Yerxa over to Crandall. Crandall to Anthony Yerxa. Asher Keep trying to drive to the net. That's instead going to be disrupted. Asher Keep trying to center the shot, but he wasn't able to get full control. Now Muskie's going to take this and just try and send it down the ice. Kane Thompson's going to stop it behind the net. Cooper Crandall's going to get the recovery. Less than a minute left in the power play for the Broncos as William Yerxa takes the puck. Gives his teammates time to recover. Now pass across to Asher Keep. Asher Keep makes a move, but that's knocked away. Number 6 of the Muskies, Taryn Engie, getting a stick on it. Now Cooper Crandall, he's going to probably take an opportunity from the blue line. Long shot and glove save by O'Coin. 26 seconds left in the Bronco power play. 1 minute 13 left in the period, and we still have a scoreless game. Broncos looking to try and get that first point of the game. And almost jumping the gun a little there on the face-off. Broncos trying to win it. That comes up for the Muskies winning the face-off. They're just going to send it down the ice, and that's not going to be an icing called. Broncos at Anthony Yerxa. Bring it around the back of the net. 10 seconds left, and less than a minute now left in the period. Broncos almost losing it. William Yerxa bouncing it. His shot bounces off of the skate of a Muskie, and now that's going to be the Broncos going 0-for-1 late in the first period after the power play unsuccessful. Now Muskies. Rupenstein with a head of steam. Team pass and shot blocked. No cover. Scramble around the net for the puck, and that gets out. I don't know how Kane Thompson somehow getting the save. What a play. 22 seconds left in the period. Both teams still scoreless. Muskies so close to getting the first score of the game. Now Broncos, Anthony Yerxa trying to spin around and get the shot off wide to the right. Now it's Asher Keep trying to center it over to William Yerxa. There's a stick on the ice that belongs to Anthony Yerxa. Muskies gonna waste the last milliseconds of the first period, and that is gonna be the end of it. We're gonna go into a quick intermission. Broncos currently not least, I almost got ahead of myself there. Broncos 0, Muskies 0. Close game here, tied. 2 eggshells on the scoreboard for both teams as we're about to go into period number 2. And this intermission is brought to you by 7 Generations Education Institute, an Indigenous-led educational organization providing high school, post-secondary employment training, and cultural programming to all Indigenous and non-Indigenous people in the Treaty 3 area and beyond. Check out their website at 7generations.org to learn all such things as SGEI. We're going to listen to some of our sponsors, and then we'll be back after the break. It is a tie game, 0-0. Neither team able to get on the scoreboard, but both teams having all kinds of opportunities. It has been all O'Coin and Thompson in this one. This has been August Schmidt. We're about to go into our break here on Lakes Country 104.1 KSCM and Home TV on YouTube. Shout out to Joey Hayer, who is a little under the weather, hence why I'm the one covering for him today. And now we're going into a break. score going into period number 2. This intermission, as I mentioned before I went into the break, is brought to you by 7 Generations Education Institute. And like I said, somewhat of an uneventful first period. Numerous shots on goal, none of them really getting into the net. There was one very close call where the Muskies centered it, had the shot, bounced off the pad of Kane Thompson. Kane Thompson was on the ground. He was trying to locate the puck, trying to get the cover, and for a second there, it looked like the Muskies might get it on in the net, but no luck. Bronco defense staying strong, and it has been a very defensive game here today. Like I said, both teams having numerous shots. Only one penalty, that one coming a little bit late at the 14-13 mark. That one made by number 16 of the Muskies, Griffin Webb, and it was for a 2-minute minor for face contact. And so, well, that so far has been the only penalty of the game. And this is going to be a very defensive battle. I've been told by numerous sources that this has always been a very great game. The Zamboni just now hopping off the ice, and as the Zamboni leaves the ice, the Broncos and the Muskies are going to hit the ice. Getting ready for period number 2. Great game so far, close game. We have 2 more periods left to go. It's going to be a bend, don't break situation. Muskies this time, they're going to be going from right to left, wearing the white jerseys, black shoulders, and the Broncos coming out with their purples and yellow stripes. Make sure you stay tuned after the game as well, as I'll award a Domino's Player of the Game to the Muskies and the Broncos. And make sure you also listen Saturday morning to my Coach's Corner show. I'm going to play an interview with head coach Sinclair, of the Muskies, as well as a couple of his players, and I'll also be getting an interview with Cooper Crandall and Caden Corpy of the Broncos for Coach's Corner tomorrow morning. But for now, let's lock in right here, right now. Period number 2 just about underway. Broncos versus Muskies, 0-0 the score on the PCA scoreboard. Neither team yet getting that first point, which, by the way, is sponsored by Rainy Lake Oil. And we haven't had a timeout yet either, but if we had, that would be sponsored by Service Master of International Falls for home professionally cleaned all year round. Code Service Master at 218-283-4475. And now it's the Broncos taking the ice finally, the visitors from the American side. It is just about time to resume our Border Battle Part 1. This is going to be the first meeting between these two teams who are going to be seeing each other on the ice just next week, in fact, because there is the first ever Winter National Falls Holiday Tournament. Starting on December 26th, is going to be Broncos versus Wilmar at Bronco Arena. Friday, December 27th, Broncos and Muskies are going to be facing off. And then Saturday, December 28th, Broncos are going to be playing Bagley-Foston. For the Muskies, they're playing Bagley-Foston on the 26th. And then, of course, as I mentioned, the Border Battle Part 2 on the 27th. And on the 28th, it's going to be the Muskies taking on Wilmar for their final game of the Winter National Tournament. I keep saying Winter National Falls. Apparently, it's just Winter National. So, still, clever wordplay. I gotta give them props for that. And shout out to both the Muskie and Bronco girls teams. They were supposed to have a border battle yesterday, but sadly that one had to be postponed. So instead, you had to wait a little bit longer for the Broncos and Muskies to play this week. As we have our face-off, we are underway now. Period number 2. Broncos was already getting the pressure put on them by the Muskies. Muskies trying to start off hot. Asher Keep down the near side of the ice. He's going to send it into the Muskie zone. Getting past 2 white jerseys. Getting behind the net. He gets wrapped up and trying to get the puck out to Bauer Lindvall. Instead, it's knocked along the wall and behind the net by the Muskies. And that puck looked like that was number 4, McCormick, trying to get a little bounce pass over to a teammate, but he sent it a little too high. Hit the boundary net, and that's going to be a face-off. They're going to put it in the left zone in the Muskies side of the ice. And as you might have heard, Callum McCormick of the Muskies, in their last game, their 8-1 victory, Callum McCormick ended up getting his 100th career point as a Muskie. So, hey, congrats to the kid on such a big milestone for his career. Speaking of McCormick, he's trying to race down the ice, almost gets knocked away by the Bronco. He sends it along the wall and into the Bronco area. Gray Shikowski is going to intercept it, bounce it off the wall, and get it over to number 18, William Yerxa. Yerxa to Yerxa. And Anthony Yerxa, crowd's calling because it looked like he had a little bit of a contact to the back of the head of a Muskie player, but not called or just not seen by a referee. Pass across to Grashikowski, bouncing off of a couple of players, and that's going to end up in possession of the Muskies. That's Hansen passing it back to number 5, Drake Bodner. Bodner sending it across the back wall over to Max Hansen, and laying the boom. That looked like Anthony Yerxa. Anthony Yerxa and William Yerxa both in the same area. Broncos needing to get their 2 star players in action. Long shot by Zach Yuso goes right to the glove of the Muskies. Number 29, Jarrett O'Coin, who has been absolutely stellar in today's game. Plenty of big saves. And hey, shout out to the Broncos goalie, number 30, Kane Thompson, also having plenty of big saves. We are now 1:33 into period number 2. Still a scoreless game on the PCA scoreboard. Face-off is won by the Muskies. That's number 7, Alex Krieger, sending it along the wall. And that's going to be sent right back across to Krieger. But it looks like Caden Corpy almost beat him to it. Scramble along the wall. Krieger sending it down the ice. He's going to get it to number 26, Blake Krieger, his brother. But now that's taken away. That's Aiden Lehman. Or correction, that's actually number 12, Andrew Ide. Aiden Lehman, sadly, he had to leave the ice, and I don't think we're going to see him back on the ice. It looked like he had some kind of knee injury in that first period, so sadly we had to see him exit the game. Chase Phillips, he's going to bounce it past one Muskie, but that's going to get taken away by Alex Krieger. But Broncos almost intercepting it back. Now here's Krieger, or no, correction, that's actually number 19, Cooper, Dakota Cooper. And he shrugs off a hit by a Bronco, trying to center it. Instead, that's going to go across and back into the Muskie zone. Looks like some miscommunication on that passing attempt. Either no one was there or it just went to the wrong person. And attempt at centering, that was Bauer Lindvall. Second attempt gets to chase to Caden Corpy, but that's knocked away. A lot of Muskies getting in the way. Now here's number 23 of the Muskies, Ashton Armstrong, centering it, but no one there to receive the pass. Broncos trying to scramble along the wall, trying to get to the puck. That's almost taken away by the Muskies. And oh my goodness, Chase Phillips taking a hit into the boards. Muskies centering the shot, but Broncos defense getting in the way. That's Caden Corpy trying to get it out to Bauer Lindvall. That puck gets sent along the wall and behind the Bronco net. And Carson Crandall is going to send it down the line over to Asher Keep. Asher Keep with a head of steam, but he gets cut off by 3 white jerseys. Now it's Bauer Lindvall trying to give an assist to his teammate. Asher Keep unable to get in the way. Muskies with the puck now. Pass over to number 27, Aiden Jean, but that gets taken by the Broncos. And that's Cooper Crandall trying to get it to Asher Keep. That's taken by the Muskies. Pass centered, knocked away by Grashikowski. Muskies, they're going to see if they can get another opportunity. That one centered, intercepted by Cooper Crandall. Crandall, head of steam down the ice. He has a Muskie to beat. Looks like he is going to bounce it off the blades. Still has a chance. He gets it out to William Yerxa. Yerxa, correction, that's actually Carter Thompson. Carter Thompson trying to get it to Yerxa. Instead, Grashikowski to Carter Thompson. Thompson gets it stolen away by the Muskies. Now Thompson with another opportunity. He passes it across to Zach Yuso. Yuso passes it to Anthony Yerxa. Yerxa gets it to William Yerxa. Shot bouncing off the post. And that is not the kind of ding you want to hear when you're taking a shot. That means you were just 2 inches too far in your shot opportunity. He's wanting to take that one back. Carter Thompson trying to bounce off the wall over to Anthony Yerxa. That's taken by Bodner. Bodner over to number 13, Duncan Hill. Passes it across to Drake Bodner. Now sent down the ice, taken by William Yerxa. He's going to send it along the wall. That's recovered by the Muskies. Muskie to Muskie. This is number 10, Jack Davis, sending it across the ice over to Duncan Hill. Duncan Hill trying to get it past the Bronco. Almost taken away. Knocked out. That's Anthony Yerxa behind the Muskie net. Yerxa trying to get there first. Scrambling. He's going to get it out to Andrew Ide, but a Muskie player able to knock it into the neutral zone. This is number 5, Carson Crandall, trying to pass it across to Chase Phillips, just out of his reach, and we're going to get an offsides penalty, I believe. So that's going to slow the play down for a while. We are now, 5:27, and actually what's happening is we're having a Muskie go to the box. That was number 7 of the Muskies heading to the box, Alex Krieger. I missed the signal, but we're going to hear in a minute. But Broncos get a second. And Krieger gets called for slashing, and Broncos get the goal on the power play. 13 seconds into it. International Falls Broncos, that is Asher Keith of International Falls Broncos getting the net, and he is going to be the one to get the Rainy Lake Oil first goal of the game. Brought to you by Rainy Lake Oil. Call Larry and the staff for all your propane needs. Border Battle Broncos take the first lead of the game, 1-0 on the Packaging Corporation of America scoreboard. Muskies now looking to get a response. Broncos, they wanted that the last time they had the power play, but hey, they go 1 for 2 now. 5:40 mark of the game, and he was assisted by Zach Yuso. And almost a shot opportunity. High goes the puck. Muskies able to recover. Pass over to number 5. That's Drake Bodner. Scramble along the wall. Taken away by Zach Yuso. He goes behind the net. Gets the pass out to his teammate, but unable to locate it. That was attempted for Bauer Lindvall. Lindvall is going to get another opportunity, but he's pressed against the boards. Taken by the Muskies, but that's Asher Keep hitting it down the ice, and we're probably going to get an icing called. Broncos taking this opportunity to get a quick line change. So Broncos, 13 seconds into their power play, get the goal to take the lead 1-0. Now the Muskies looking to get a response. They have a player behind the net. Gets around, but he's going to get tripped up, but no call. Never mind. Muskies with the goal! That was number 27, Aiden Jean, getting the back of the net. Great response by your Fort Francis Muskies, tying the game 1-1. And we are 6:42 into period number 2, and we have ourselves once again a tied game. Now Broncos looking to try and respond after the Muskies respond. So, as I said, Aiden Jean awarded the Muskie goal. He was assisted by number 18, Ozzie Hansen, and number 23, Ashton Armstrong. Making it now a tied game. Anthony Yerkes across. William Yerkes' shot wide to the left. Almost gets his own rebound, but that's going to be taken by the Muskies. Now Muskies, they're looking. Hansen trying to send it across, bouncing off of Bronco skate. Recovered by Armstrong. Almost taken by Carter Thompson. He passes it back to Carson Crandall. Crandall's going to get it up to William Yerkes. Yerkes is going to send it down the ice into the Muskie area. And now we're going to get a quick pass across by the Muskies. And that pass to McCormick goes off of his stick and high in the air. Now Broncos trying to send it back into their zone. Foot race now, and it's going to be number 5, Drake Bodner, winning that one. And out skating number 12, Andrew Ide. Broncos trying to recover. We see a Muskie hit the boards, but they still get possession of the puck. Gray Shikowski trying to fight it away from it. Almost a centering shot. Pass across, out of reach of number 21. And that's Jackson Tucker. Broncos trying to bouncing off one skate. We have almost a fast break. Caden Corpy is going to send it down the ice into the Muskie zone. Now Andrew I trying to get there before Muskie player can. He's going to pass it across. Shot blocked, pad save by O'Coin. Caden Corpy knocking a Muskie off his skates and trying to take it back. That's going to be instead taken by the Muskies. Now here's McCormick. He's skating down the near side of the ice. He's going to send it to the goal, and Kane Thompson's going to get a quick cover. Some pushing and shoving between a Bronco and a Muskie player. Ref real quick trying to get between them, make sure nothing happens. That's what's going to happen in the paint, so you got to be careful in those situations. So, hey, 8 minutes left in the period. We are 9 minutes into period number 2. Tied game on the BCA scoreboard, 1-1. Broncos scoring 13 seconds after their power play, and that was followed very quickly by the Muskies scoring almost a minute later, a little over a minute later, in fact. And we're going to get a holding or a grabbing penalty called against, so that's going to be another Bronco power play, their third one of the game, second of the period. They're sending number 10, Jack Davis, to the box. We are now 8:09 into the period. And Muskies facing another power play. We know what happened last time. Broncos were able to score off the last power play. Asher Keep with the goal, wide to the right, rebounded by Zach Uso. Asher Keep with the puck, he's going to get it out to Anthony Yerxa. Yerxa unable to get control. Loose puck now. McCormick trying to beat him to it. Yerxa recovers. He's going to skate across, centering it. Gets it knocked away though. And now McCormick with another open shot. One-on-one with the goalie. Can a Bronco get in the way? And that's going to be an interference called against number 9, Cooper Crandall. And Crandall probably heading to the box, already knows it. So that's going to be canceling out the Broncos' power play. Or, hang on, why are they saying there's a goal? Was there a goal? For some reason on the scoreboard, they're saying there's a... Instead, we're going to get a quick penalty shot. Callum McCormick, he already has 100 points in his career. McCormick versus Kane Thompson, looking to take the lead. And that's going to be no good on the penalty shot over the net. And McCormick, he wasn't trying to do too much pizzazz. He was just trying to do it straight top shelf. And sadly, went a little too high. He kind of missed the top shelf on his penalty shot. So we keep it a tied game, 1-1. That penalty called against Broncos. 8:40 into the period. And Broncos, they still have 1:30 left in their power play. Cooper Crandall with the puck after the Broncos win the faceoff. He's going to give it out to William Yerxa. Yerxa across, trying to get it to Asher Keep. Tipped by a Muskie. That was Aiden Jean, the lone goal scorer for the Muskies in this contest. Cooper Crandall behind the net. He's going to bring it out. Gets it to William Yerxa. Yerxa with another attempt down the side. He's going to go down the line behind the back of the net. He passes out to Crandall. Crandall back to Yerxa. Yerxa back to Crandall. Crandall with the long shot, bouncing off of Muskie. Anthony Yerxa trying to get a backhand pass to Zach Uso. Uso was unaware. So now the Broncos needing to regather themselves. 45 seconds left in the power play. And somehow, despite having the safety net, that puck ended up going over it. So we're going to get a quick stop to the action and a quick face-off. 6:32 left in period number 2. 42 seconds left in the Broncos' third power play of the game. Broncos 1 for 2 so far in power plays for this contest. McCormick, and that looks like Yerxa in for the faceoff. Muskies are going to win it. They're going to want to try and either get a score or try and waste time, so the Broncos don't have the power play. Broncos stealing it away. Zach Uso passing across. Asher Keep, and Asher Keep unable to get there in time. He kind of gets wrapped caught up with a Muskie player, and that sends him sliding right into O'Coin, who was getting the cover. And you can't really, and I hate to say it, but you can't fault the kid in this situation. He was wrapped up, and they're going to send another Muskie to the box. That's number 21 of Fort Francis, Jackson Tucker. So we're going to get a 24-second 5v3 before the Broncos get an extra 2 minutes of 5v4. But this power play looking even more in favor of the Broncos, as the Muskies, number 21, Jackson Tucker. So tripping called against the Muskies. Number 21, Jackson Tucker, 2 minutes, minor. Broncos with the 5v3, but now that's going to make it a 5v4 as the first penalty is already weighted out. Zach Yuso gets the pass out to Asher Keep. Asher Keep across to William Yerxa. Yerxa is going to give it to Anthony Yerxa. Back to Yerxa, William Yerxa. Long shot centered, and O'Coin gets the catch and the save. 1:19 left in the Bronco power play. 5:33 left in the second period. Muskies defense staying strong here. They do not want to allow the Broncos to get the lead back. Otherwise, that means they're going to have to try and answer back once again. Yerxa out to who? Oh! Caden Corby, who gets it stolen away. This is number 27 of the Muskies getting the steal, and shot goes wide and outside. But luckily there is a Muskie there to recover. That's number 18 by the looks of it. Ozzie Hansen gets it stolen away by Carson Crandall. Crandall's going to bring it out. And Muskies needing to do a better job with these these big breaks down the ice. 5 minutes left in period number 2. 45 seconds left in the Bronco power play. Caden Corby getting the pass out to Yerxa. That's William Yerxa. William Yerxa to Carson Crandall. Crandall is going to bring it around. Tries the center, bouncing off of Muskie's skate. Now centering it. That's number 12. Andrew Ide, unable to get the shot in. Pad save by O'Coin. High, long blue line shot by number 13, Caden Corby. Nice glove save by O'Coin, and we're going to get a face-off. And we're going to get a Bronco going to the box now. This is number 12, Andrew Ide, heading to the box for high sticking. So after the 26 seconds left are charged for the Muskies and their penalty, we're going to still have 2 minutes. We're still going to have another minute 34 left in the Bronco penalty. Give the Muskies their first power play of the game. Again, that was Broncos number 12, Andrew Ide, getting the penalty charged against him at 12:20 for high sticking. Anthony Yerxa with the open goal, goes over the net though! Had to interrupt the announcer who was saying the penalty against Andrew Ide, because Anthony Yerxa getting past two Muskie defenders, getting the open shot, but tries to top shelf it, goes over the net though, so no good on the big opportunity. Now that's going to be the Muskie start of their power play. Minute 30 for the power play. Broncos going to send it into the Muskie zone. Cooper Crandall trying to speed his way to the puck. Instead, this is Jackson Tucker, who just getting out of the box. Shot, pad save by Kane Thompson. Gets it out to Cooper. Cooper's going to go around the back of the net. Trying to get past one. Looks like his centering shot bounced off of Bronco's skate. That's going to be Anthony Yerxa sending it along the wall. That's recovered by number 23, Ashton Armstrong. Long shot bouncing off of a Bronco shin pad. Now that's Zach Yuso sending it across, and number 13, Duncan Hill, unable to, oh no, that's actually Armstrong. Unable to get possession, so now it's in the Muskie zone. William Yerxa trying to take it away from Armstrong. He gets the pass across to number 27, Aiden Jean. Jean speeding along the near side of the ice. He's going to try and find McCormick. McCormick with the long shot. Wide to the left, unable to center it. So, and Kane Thompson knocking away, so there's no rebound. And we're going to get a quick stop to the action. 3:13 left in the second period. 33 seconds left in the Muskie power play. Broncos so far 1 for 3 in power plays. Muskies, this is their first power play of the game, but they don't get a full one. They only get 30 seconds because the penalty was charged against Andrew Ide during the Broncos own power play. Now Gene gives it to McCormick. McCormick trying to make a move. He's going to take the shot, bouncing off the pad. Asher Keep gets the rebound. He's going to try and bring it out. Almost disrupted by McCormick. Asher Keep still speeding down the ice. 15 seconds left now in the Muskie power play. Now this is Aiden Jean speeding down the near side of the ice. He's going to send it along the wall, trying to get it across to number 11, Nico Rupenstein. Rupenstein, he finds his teammate. High shot goes over the net. Might have bounced off of a stick, though. Now that's going to be centered by number 13, Caden Corpy. Sends it down the ice. And that's going to be the end of the power play. Muskies go 0 for 1 in power plays. And that's going to be 2:36 left at the icing penalty. And oh my goodness, what a game we've been getting, ladies and gentlemen. We had a mostly uneventful first period, only to be followed by a super eventful second period. Anthony Yerxa, and that looks like number 15 of the Muskies, Trent Friesen, in for the faceoff. So far, no one yet clear winner of the faceoff. Almost, and it looks like it's going to be the Muskies. Centering shot goes across the net. No one there for the rebound. Another centering shot, almost bounced in. Goes wide to the left, though. Now Muskies really putting the pressure on, trying to get a late lead here in period number 2. Another shot wide to the left. Gray Shikowski recovers it. He's going to get it out to William Yerxa. Stolen by Bodner. Centers, no one there to receive it. Cooper Cradle coming off the bench. He's going to send it across the ice. And that's going to be taken away by number 5, Bodner. Bodner sending it down the ice. Caught and taken by Gray Shikowski. She's going to send it across the ice. But that's the Muskies taking it right back. Griffin Webb across to Bodner. Bodner back to Webb. Webb's going to send it over to Duncan Hill. Duncan Hill down the ice, almost knocked away. Someone's got to pick up that stick. There's a stick in the middle of the ice. No one's picked it up. That's probably going to interfere with something out there. Shot goes wide to the right. No one there for the rebound, so Broncos, they're going to rebound instead. Pass up to Asher Keebe. He's going to send it down the ice. No icing. Now there's the icing called. Minute 21 left in period number 2. 1-1 on the PCA scoreboard. Neither team getting the inch or a mile that they need to come away with this game. So, what a game this has been so far. Multiple penalties. So far, the Muskies getting on the wrong end of most of these penalties, offering the Broncos these big power plays. Face-off won by the Muskies. This is number 13. Shot bounces off the outside of the net. Rebounded by his teammate, though, bringing it around the back. Another centering shot taken by the Broncos. That's Chase Phillips. He's going to get it out, but ran into a Muskie player, so that's going to be taken back by the Muskies. And now that's going to bounce off of the boundary net and go out of bounds. So we're going to get another stop to the action. Almost a minute left. 1:01 left in period number 2. Still a tied game, 1-1 on the PCA scoreboard. Make sure you stay tuned for our intermission, giving a recap of this period. And as we get ready for period number 3, which might be our last period. And we're going to get, for some reason, there was a discussion at the Bronco bench area. They're trying to do a substitution, I think. Maybe they subbed out too many guys, or maybe they aren't. Maybe they subbed in too many. I'm not sure, but Cooper Crandall was about to head to the bench, but he had to be sent back. Carson Crandall is going to send it along the wall, intercepted by number 5 of the Muskies. He's Drake Bodner. And Muskies almost with an opportunity, gets it out to Engie. Engie sends it behind the net, over, and that's going to get its way to Bodner. Almost a Bronco taking it away. Now that's Cooper Crandall taking it, tries to center it over to Anthony Yerxa. That's taken and sent back to the Bronco zone by Engie. And I think we're going to get a icing penalty against the Muskies. So 31 seconds left in period number 2. That icing penalty is going to bring it back to the Muskie zone. Tied game 1-1 on the Packaging Corporation of America scoreboard here in the second period. Neither team getting an inch. Broncos maybe looking to get a late goal going into the locker rooms. Yerxa fighting for the puck. That's stolen away. This is number 23 Armstrong speeding down the ice, taken by Carson Crandall. That puck makes its way over to the Bronco goal. Almost a Muskie there for the rebound. Zach Uso sends it along the wall to Cooper Crandall. Cooper Crandall takes a bump. Big hit delivered by a Muskie to a Bronco. That was number 23 Armstrong, showing why he deserves the name Armstrong with that hit. And Cooper Crandall is taking a hit. We're going to get a penalty called against the Muskies. That's going to be I think the Broncos are going to get a 2-minute power play at the very beginning of the third period after a very late, that is a slashing penalty against Armstrong of the Muskies. And I think he's going to have to serve that for the first 2 minutes of period number 3. And hey, so far we have a tied game on the PCA scoreboard. Broncos 1, Muskies 1 for part 1 of Border Battle 24-25. We're going to listen to a couple of our sponsors, and then we'll be back after the break here on Lakes Country 104.1, KSDM, and your live event, and Home TV on YouTube. We'll be back after this. your voyage at the Rainy River campus. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Rainy River, Minnesota North College, 218-598-9300. And all these scoreboard updates have been brought to you by Packaging Corporation of America. Speaking of, let's get into the score right now. It is a tied game going into period number 3. Broncos 1, Muskies 1. Let's give a quick recap of period number 2. So we had a slow first period, but then that was followed up by all kinds of action. Broncos was first getting an early power play at 5:27, a minor for slashing that was called against Alex Krieger of the Muskies. And then 13 seconds into the power play, the Broncos would end up scoring their first goal. That was number 21, Asher Keep, assisted by Zach Uso, getting the net. And so the Broncos take the lead. And then a minute two after the Broncos goal, the Muskies would end up answering as number 27, Aiden Jean, assisted by number 18, Ozzie Hansen, and number 23, Ashton Armstrong, ended up tying it up 1-1, and that ended up making it a tied game. And then the Muskies ran into a little bit of trouble, had 2 penalties, and then the Broncos would have a penalty for high sticking, followed by, at the very, very end of the second period, number 23, Ashton Armstrong, would get a tripping penalty as time expired, and so he's going to have to serve a 2-minute minor for tripping at the very beginning of period number 3. So Muskies, they're going to start the first 2 minutes of this very crucial period outnumbered 5-4. Broncos, they've had multiple power plays. So far, they are only, though, 1 for 4 on their power plays. Wait, let me make sure my math is correct. 1 for 6, actually, on power plays. My math was way off. I was not a math major in college or high school. I was a media major. They pay me to call these games, not to count numbers, which is ironic because, counting the score. Anyway, I'm getting off track here, going on a bit of a tangent. Hey, guys, this intermission, before we get into period number 3, is brought to you by 7 Generations Educational Institute, an Indigenous-led educational organization providing high school, post-secondary employment training, and cultural programming to all Indigenous and non-Indigenous people in the Treaty 3 area and beyond. Check out their website at 7generations.org to learn all things SGEI. And now, getting ready for the opening puck drop of period number 3. This could be our final 17 minutes of this first border battle of 2024-2025. Anthony Yerxa and Callum McCormick in on the faceoff. Broncos starting off fast. Asher Keep behind the net. He's going to stumble a little and almost lose the puck. He's going to get it back to Zach Uso. He goes around to the far side of the net. Muskies going left to right. Now Broncos pass across to Cooper Crandall. He's going to slow things down. Broncos trying to take their time in this first 2 minutes, knowing they have the numbers game. William Yerxa tried to center. Zach Uso tripped a little. And now Broncos trying to get it. Puck almost right there. Anthony Yerxa, his shot goes wide and outside. Now William Yerxa with the puck. He's going to go around, passes it back to his brother, Anthony Yerxa. Yerxa to Crandall. Crandall back to Yerxa. Anthony Yerxa to William. William back to Anthony. Anthony Yerxa with the shot goes wide to the right, bouncing off the pad of O'Coin. O'Coin has been solid in the goal. The one blemish being that goal on the Bronco power play. Pass across to Cooper Crandall. He goes with the shot. Almost centered. Had Zach Uso right there. Uso not able to get it. Knocked away by a Muskie player. Now Broncos going to try and recover again. Pass across, intercepted, but taken right back by International Falls. Cooper Crandall trying to get the team back into the neutral zone before they advance. And now, here's number 18, William Yerxa. His shot, pad save by O'Coin. And Yerxa avoids a shot. Anthony Yerxa with a shot, centered, bouncing off a bunch of Muskie skates. Now that's going to be Callum McCormick sending it down the ice into the Broncos zone. 30 seconds left in the Bronco power play to open the period. That puck is sent down to Zach Uso, sent right back into the Broncos zone, down the line. Kane Thompson needing to be careful, not wanting to send it down. That pass goes deep, and 17 seconds left in the Bronco power play. 15, and we are 1:43 into the third period as well. Broncos really trying to capitalize off of this power play, as we're going to get a face-off to the right side of the Bronco goal. That's going to be won by International Falls. Not sure if they're going to have enough time to win the power play, but they will have enough time to get the puck in preferable positioning. Carson Crandall sending it over to the Muskie goal. That's number 21, Jackson Tucker. Sorry, I heard the Mario power-up noise, and I did not notice that before. And where was I? Muskies with the puck. Muskies sending it into the Bronco zone. That's number 21, Jackson Tucker, trying to get it to the Bronco net. Instead, it's going to be taken away by Chase Phillips. He sends it up the ice to Caden Corpy, but that's going to be just out of his reach. That goes to the Muskies, but trying to send it along the wall, almost taken back by the Broncos. That's going to be another attempt. Instead, it goes over the barrier, or almost over the barrier, bouncing off of the wall, and that's going to be a stop to the action. We're going to get a face-off to the left zone near the Muskie net. As I said, Muskies going left to right on the ice. Broncos in the purple with yellow stripes. Muskies with the white and black shoulders. Muskies going to quickly win the face-off, trying to get a bounce pass over to number 26. That's Blake Krieger. Broncos going to try and take it right back. Muskies instead sending it back into the Broncos zone. This is number 26, Krieger. Krieger passing along the wall, trying to get it over. That looks like number 19 he was trying to pass to. Instead, it's going to go to number 5. That's Bodner. His shot goes wide and over the Bronco net. Almost an opportunity. He's tried to center it, bouncing away from the Bronco goal, and that's going to be almost taken away by International Falls. Instead, it's number 19 of the Muskies, Dakota Cooper, trying to take it back. Broncos take it now. Fast break for... Never mind. That pass by Bauer Lindvall was almost intercepted. Zach Uso to Lindvall. Over to number 20, Gray Shikowski. Puck bouncing in the air a little. Almost taken. Gray Shikowski across to Carter Thompson. Unable to get possession. So now Muskies trying to take it right back. Now it's just a scramble to see who can keep the puck for longer than 2 seconds. Anthony Yerxa trying to get past 1, 2, 3. Anthony Yerxa, shot goes wide to the left. What a play, but unable to get it to the net. Still a 1-1 game on the PCA scoreboard. Aiden G taking a hit from a Bronco. That was number 15, Anthony Yerxa, and this is bad. He's down, and this is bad. We're gonna take a break. We're gonna be back after this on KSDM and Home TV. Ten seconds. Welcome back to the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM. So after Anthony Yerxa laid out a huge hit on Ashton Armstrong sadly had to go back to the dressing room. He was looking really banged up, and Anthony Yerxa, he had to be ejected from the game. So William Yerxa is going to serve a 2-minute, or I thought he was, so William Yerxa or it's either William Yerkser or Paxton Savona going to have to serve a 2-minute minor, and the other one going to have to serve a 5-minute major. We're going to find out here soon enough, but we're going to get a 5v3 power play for the Muskies following that, and I'm not going to lie, that hit was bad. And actually Armstrong is back out there, so maybe I was incorrect on who got the hit laid out on him. But either way, that was quite the nasty spiel right there. Shot by Yerksa, shot by the Muskies, goes wide to the right. Now McCormick with another opportunity. He's going to hand it over to number 21. That's Jackson Tucker. And Muskies get the goal! Callum McCormick hitting the net for the Muskies. And Muskies get the power play goal at the 4:17 mark of period number 3. Muskies finally take their first lead of the game here, 2-1 over the Broncos. And that Muskie bench is getting fired up. And McCormick gets his 101st point of his career on that power play goal at the 4:17 mark of period number 3. Muskies now take the lead 2-1 over the Broncos. Broncos still facing a power play though, 5-on-4 though, after that goal canceled out the one. Anthony Yerksa had to face a 5-minute charging penalty and an intentional misconduct. And William Yerksa had to face the 2-minute penalty. Shot by the Muskies. Goes off of the glove of Kane Thompson and out wide to the right. Muskies still trying to set up more opportunities. Here is Callum McCormick. Tries to center it. Bouncing off. Taken by the Broncos. That's number 5. Carson Crandall. He's going to send it down the ice to the Muskies side. Broncos going to try and get a quick line change. Here's Cooper Crandall, the head of steam. Muskies, they're going to slow things down now. They know they have plenty of time left in the penalty. As number 18 of Fort Francis, this is Ozzie Hansen speeding down the ice. He goes behind the net, tries to get it past Gray Shikowski. He's going to get an opportunity. Nope, he's going to pass it instead. Another pass from one Muskie to another. Now this is Bodner. Bodner over to number 26, Aiden Jean, and that's going to bounce off of the blade of a Bronco, and that's... So that first 2-minute penalty has already been charged, and there is still 2:54 left in William Yerksa's penalty. So still a 5v4, 11:04 left in period number 3. Cooper Crandall going to send it down the ice. Possible icing called, and no icing called actually. So Muskie's going to have to gather themselves. They're going to try and slow things down. They know they have plenty of time because they have 2.5 minutes left in their power play. They already have the lead. They want to make it a more comfortable one, though. Aiden Jean centers it, bouncing off of Kane Thompson's stick. Pass over to Bodner. Bodner trying to get it past Cooper Crandall. He finds number 18, Ozzie Hansen. Hansen's going to try and get past Chase Phillips. Hansen trying to get across the back of the net. Muskie, that's a pass out to Griffin Webb. Webb over to Tucker. Oh no, Krieger, excuse me. Andrew Ide gonna send it down the ice, and no, still no icing called. So 1 minute, 55 seconds left in the Muskie power play. Broncos trying to hold strong and not allow them to get a 2-goal lead late in this game. Less than 10 minutes left in period number 3. Armstrong making a stop. He's gonna send it down the ice. Broncos get possession. That's Chase Phillips sending it down the ice over to number 18, William Yerksa. and it's actually Paxton Savonin serving the penalty in the box, or serving the 5-minute penalty. 5-minute major, excuse me. Tucker skating around. He tries to center it. Gets it to one Muskie. That's passed out to Armstrong. Armstrong over to McCormick. McCormick's going to skate center ice over to Tucker. Tucker bouncing off the shins of a Bronco. That's Chase Phillips. Chase Phillips now. He's going to send it down the ice to Asher Keep. Asher Keep unable to get possession. He had plenty of open ice between him and the goal, but unable to get possession. So Muskies, they're going to take it right back now. Less than a minute left in the Muskie power play. Muskies trying to get another goal. 9 minutes left in period number 3. Trapped against the wall. Muskies attempting to center it. That's almost to number 23, Armstrong. Armstrong with the shot wide to the right and a little too high. That's going to make its way to McCormick. McCormick, he's going to get it behind the net to a Muskie player. And Chase Phillips sends it away from the Bronco net. That's going to make its way back behind to McCormick. And now it's going to be sent down the ice to the Muskies side. And 22 seconds left in the Muskie power play. Muskies still leading 2-1 on the PCA scoreboard. Pass over to number 26, Krieger. Bouncing off the wall. Bodner takes it. He's going to pass it across to another teammate. That's going to be a shot that goes high. 5 seconds left in the Muskie power play, and we're going to get a face-off to the right side of the Bronco goal. Still a 2-1 game. 8:15 left in period number 3. As I said, Anthony Yerxa, he has been ejected from the game. The Fort Francis crowd obviously being very happy about that after the hit he laid out. And centering attempted, but there were a couple Broncos in the way. Broncos back at full strength. 8 minutes left in period number 3. Another centering shot. No good. Broncos knocking it away. Muskies trying to keep the pressure up on the away team. This is a crucial game as both teams, they're going to be seeing each other in less than a week after today in the Winter National Tournament. Paxton Savonin trying to get in the way of Hansen. That's stolen by Cooper Crandall. Crandall unable to stay on his feet, but he's able to cut off as Gray Shikowski takes it back. Gray Shikowski behind the Bronco net. He's going to try and get a deep pass just down the ice, just trying to send it away, and that's going to be an icing call, bring it all the way back. 7:29 left in period number 3. Muskies leading 2-1 in the period, and Broncos in some trouble now. They took a big hit after that. Those 2 penalties were charged against them. First the minor, and then the major, the 2-minute minor, the 5-minute major, and then the ejection. Anthony Yerxa, a key player on this Bronco team, as that puck hits the safety net, and we're going to get another stop to the action, and another face-off in the left area, in the left circle by the Bronco goal. Andrew Ide for the Broncos in on the face-off. He was up against Trent Friesen. And Griffin Webb just out of his reach, but luckily he had a teammate there to get possession. Bauer Lindvall trying to take it away. Back to Griffin Webb. Webb passes it over to number 15, Friesen. Friesen skating down the ice. He's going to send it. That's taken away. Zach Uso behind his own net, but taken back by Friesen. Friesen out to Webb. Webb shot, blocked. No rebound yet. Bronco player able to knock it away from the net and out of danger. Another centered shot, almost rebounded. Instead it was rebounded by a Bronco and taken away. Caden Corpy trying to take it down the ice. That's taken by Engie. Engie trying to get it over to Jack Davis. Scramble at the wall, taken by the Broncos. Chase Phillips, one-on-one. He gets past one, out to the far side of the Muskie net. That's taken, though. He was surrounded by a whole bunch of white jerseys. Carson Crano sending it along the wall and into the Muskie zone. Broncos getting the quick substitutions in. And William Yerxa almost able to get in the way. That's almost taken by Cooper Crandall. And Duncan Hill able to send it along the wall, and that gets it over to a teammate, a friendly jersey. 6 minutes left in period number 3. Broncos still down 2-1 against the home team Muskies. And now it's Cooper Crandall, fast break. He has Asher Keep to pass to. Asher Keep, center back to Cooper Crandall. Crandall with the shot, wide to the right. No good. William Yerxa with the rebound. He's going to send it along the wall. Back to Crandall. Crandall centers it to Asher Keep. Asher Keep over to Carson Crandall. Carson Crandall unable to get the shot in, but Broncos able to take it right back. Almost centering shot. That was William Yerkes, I think, who was able to send it back to the Muskie net. But Muskies take it right back. And Gray Shikowski, he was one of the backup receivers for the Bronco football team, and he showed it with a catch right there as there was a high pass. And Kane Thompson punching the puck away on a shot by the Muskies. And I think there was a whistle, so we're going to get another stop to the action. Puck going high in the air and bouncing off of the safety net. So we have 5:16 left in period number 3. Broncos trailing 2-1 on the PCA scoreboard. And face-off won by the Broncos. Chase Phillips trying to send it behind the net and along the wall. Almost interrupted by a Muskie. Now there's a scramble along the wall. We're going to see who can come up with it. It's near this near side wall where I can't see what's going on, so it's more so just a lot of guys just swinging their hockey sticks around. Hit laid out by Caden Corpy. Puck goes high in the air, almost taken, and we see two, a Bronco and a Muskie, both run into each other. Andrew Ide stopping what could have been a big centering shot. Andrew Ide almost gets to take it away. Zach Uso in there with the assist, but that's now taken by the Muskies. Passing it out to Jack Davis. Jack Davis sends it down the wall and behind the Bronco net. Chase Phillips, 2-on-1. He's trying to just get it to a teammate and put himself in a more comfortable position. That shot by the Muskies, that was Hansen sending it over the Bronco net. Now Zach Uso, he takes it back, whiffs on the pass, and now there's a scramble as he's confused, trying to find where it's at. Chase Phillips takes it back, tries to get it over to Bauer Lindvall. Another high stick, or another high puck. Bauer Lindvall taking a shot from a Muskie. That was Krieger. Blake Krieger in on the hit. Both him and Bauer Lindvall hitting the ice on the collision. Now here's Lepage of the Muskies. He's going to send it down the ice. That's going to Chase Phillips. Chase Phillips didn't see Blake Krieger, who knocks it away from him. Asher Keep trying to get in the way. Now that's taken by Carson Crandall. He's going to go behind the net, passing it up to Andrew Ide. Andrew Ide gets it to Asher Keep. Asher Keep now open ice, one-on-one with the goalie. And Asher Keep, no good, right into the gut, almost into the Muskie goal. O'Coin avoiding what could have been a tying goal with 3:31 left in period number 3. And Asher Keep, he's wishing and praying that one could have gone in. Still a 2-1 game. O'Coin being solid with the shutout defense in the first and so far in the third period. I don't want to jinx anything for either side by saying shutout defense. As Muskies, they win. And Blake Krieger unable to get it. Cooper Crandall is going to send it back into the Muskie zone. That goes along the wall over to the Muskies. And scramble along the wall. As that's going to be taken by the Broncos. Carson Crandall, he's going to send it over to his brother Cooper Crandall, but Cooper Crandall unable to keep possession. Drake Bodner takes the puck. Now Bodner passes it over to Griffin Webb. Webb down the ice over to Lepage. Lepage just going to send it up. Now Broncos, they're going to try and regather while the Muskies get a line change. Deep pass over to William Yerkes. Yerkes is going to send it into the Muskie zone, allowing the Broncos now a line change. Muskies trying to take it. Taken away immediately by number 12. That's Andrew Ide, but knocked down. And so that's going to be the Muskies taking it right back. Now scramble for the puck. Rupenstein there trying to take it from Andrew Ide. His shot gets blocked, hitting it right at Alex Krieger. Now it's the Muskies trying to send it up to number 21, Jackson Tucker. He sends it. Never mind, that's taken by Carson Crandall. Carson Crandall sending it into the Muskie zone. Luckily, just coming off the bench was Drake Bodner, so he's able to take it away. Now it's the Broncos. That's Bauer Lindvall. He's going down the near side of the ice. Shot goes right into the glove. And that's going to be stoppage in the action. 2:08 left in period number 3. Broncos trailing 2-1 late in the game. Broncos needing a goal so that way they can maybe send this into an overtime situation. Muskies staying more disciplined this time around with the penalties. They had most of their penalties against them in that second period. Now we have the Muskies with a possible fast break. That's a shot, and Kane Thompson's going to get the cover. 2 minutes left now in period number 3. That was number 21, Jackson Tucker, who was sending it down the ice to the Bronco goal. We're going to get a face-off between Cooper Cradle and Callum McCormick. And it's going to be the Muskies winning that. Griffin Webb, he gets a pass across to a teammate. That's number 5, Drake Bodner. Now is a scramble along the wall, passing it just out of reach of William Yerxa. Muskie sends it back into the Bronco zone. Chase Phillips passes it across, finds Asher Keep, unable to keep possession though. That's sent back by Griffin Webb. Now, number 7, that is a Bronco sending it across. Asher Keep unable to get possession, but he had Cooper Crandall there to help him out. Cooper Crandall tries to center, bouncing off of a couple of skates. Muskies take it right back. And Hill trying to go for it. Broncos, they go empty net now for the final 2 minutes. Oh, great save, avoiding the goal. Broncos trying to get the empty net. Muskies just need to take a easy shot on the open net. Carson, now here's Zach Uso sending it down the ice. Muskies trying to send it back. Broncos looking to get that tying goal. Cooper Crandall interrupted by a couple of Muskies. And 1 minute left here in the third period. Desperation time for the International Falls Broncos. Andrew Ide up against the wall. He's going to try and send it down to a teammate. That's William Yerxa who gets it. Centers it. Almost a shot by the Broncos. That was Zach Uso there for the rebound. Now Muskies with the opportunity for an open net goal. That's Hill who's going to send it down to the Bronco net. William Yerxa is going to get it, send it back, and almost taken back by a Bronco. Shot on the goal, goes across, no good. 24 seconds left. Muskies trying to get that game-sealing goal, the game winner. That's going to be sent down the ice. No Bronco there, I don't think. Never mind, there is going to be a Bronco. 10 seconds left in the period. Muskies in desperation time, trying to avoid any goal. Broncos in even more desperation. And Armstrong, long distance goal. 2 seconds left. And Ashton Armstrong of the Muskies gets the game winner with 2 seconds left, making it now a 3-1 game. International Falls Broncos trailing. Unfortunately for the Broncos, Muskies are going to come away with the win. Ashton Armstrong emoting first at the Bronco crowd and then at the Bronco bench. And that just shows how deep this border battle goes. This rivalry between these two teams is so deep. Ashton Armstrong first doing a bow and arrow celebration at the Broncos student section, and then going over and doing a sleeper emote at the Bronco bench, and that's gonna wrap up border battle number 1. Broncos lose 3-1 to the Fort Francis Muskies at the 16:58 mark. It was Ashton Armstrong getting the game winner to seal the deal for the Muskies in Border Battle Part 1. Broncos now, they're going to be looking into their revenge game this upcoming Thursday, the 27th, in the first ever Winter National Tournament. And so, like I said, period number 3 wraps up. Muskies getting the win 3-1 over the visitors of International Falls, the Broncos. We're going to go into a quick break, and then we'll be back for our post-game show. Muskies win it 3-1 over the Broncos. Border Battle Part 1. And we're going to be back after this very soon for the break. I promise you. I had to sign back in again. I got so caught up in the game, I forgot to make sure that my thing didn't close. Now we're going into a break. We'll be back after this one.